I congratulate the company for putting up such an ultra-modern facility at a cost of 160 million Kenya shillings, and for setting aside a further 24.6 million Kenya shillings to be invested in the second phase of the modernization program. No doubt this money is or will be well spent, and I'm convinced that the refurbished facilities will go a long way in boosting service delivery to your valued clients. And through this investment, Mantrac Kenya Limited has demonstrated confidence in Kenya as a stable and secure destination for investment. We congratulate you for that confidence. Indeed, there are many grand projects that are going on around the country that confirm Kenya's suitability for investment, ranging from road construction to water dams and rural electrification, as well as housing projects in which international capital and companies are involved. Such projects can only be undertaken where obviously peace and stability prevail. This is the reality of our situation in Kenya, despite the occasional high-sounding political statements. I keep on telling the business community, and I think they have learned it here in Kenya. They have learned to ignore what political leadership does, and they get on with business. Because we have since realized that government is clearly not very good in business. So we just deal with the environment and then allow the business community to take full advantage. And that way you help us as well in generating employment possibilities for many of our citizens. This country is very young. Over 65% of Kenyans are today aged below 30 years. A very young nation. I want to urge investors to take advantage of this young generation because they are wired up and they want to see a prosperous country and a stable future. If you work with them, you will clearly be making the right decisions. So please learn as much as you can to ignore some highly misleading, sometimes newspaper headlines. Because if you follow what the papers are saying, you get discouraged for no reason. And so I belong to that other caliber of leadership that is always trying to hit the headlines one way or the other. If you think you don't agree with what I'm saying, move on and do what Mantrac are doing. Invest in this country and invest yet more. One of the major challenges that face buyers and users of heavy equipment and other industrial machinery is the lack of spare parts and after-sales backup. Until such time as we are able to manufacture spare parts in this country, I want you Kenyans to know we're actually working for others like in Brazil and places like that. Therefore, this is a challenge for us if we are going to realize Vision 2030. We have to be able to develop that capacity. And I'm sure that the next step of Mantrac Kenya and Caterpillar and others will be to help us move in that direction. I hope that challenge is well received. It is therefore encouraging to note that the new service center and warehouse will offer fully fledged after-sales services that include maintenance and repair options and the sale of genuine new and used Caterpillar equipment and spare parts.